Hello, fuckers. Welcome to another episode of Socially Underrated. Today I'm with one of the young black kings of Brooklyn himself. This man is a young mogul, starting out business left and right. This man came at me with Forex, and now he's doing retail. My fault, not retail.
Real estate.
Real estate. Thank you. My fault. Yeah, it's been a long ass day. I'd like to welcome Timothy TB. Pronounce your last name?
Brathwaite.
There you go. Timothy TB Brathwaite. There you go.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate
course,
you. Appreciate you for having me on the show.
God damn. Yeah, bro. Thank you for coming, man. It's been like a little minute. Tim, I'm be honest, bro. Like, you're really a businessman. Like, at heart, you're really a businessman. Like, I've known this man since high school, and I've seen him hoop, and I've seen him like deal good in class, crazy. Like, it's been back and forth for him. Like, he has not missed. And like, it's just crazy because, like, bro, I see you progress, like, left and right, and it's like, it hasn't stopped for you. Like, it really hasn't stopped for you. It's actually pretty amazing to see, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate that a lot, bro. Like, honestly, I could say the same for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first walked in, I asked you, like, how was the reselling business going, see if you were still doing it. But I really remember when you was killing the game with that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, I remember when you was doing your lives, and I was a part of some of them, and just, like, trying to get a part of the sweepstakes and things like that. And, like, you had people on the lot. Like, people don't understand how hard it is to actually get people on your lives day after day after day. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand the work that goes into that. Like, a lot of people think when you doing these lives that, people just love you because whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? They really don't understand that you maybe did a couple of lives and nobody was on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe one person, and that one person was probably your mom or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that, like, she was just there or he was just there just to support, not there to actually get the value of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand the work that goes into that. So, like, I really, like, I want to give you a props for that, for sure.
Thank you, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, you're right. Cause, like, thank you, I appreciate that. Cause the lives, those shits used to be hours on days. So for whoever doesn't know, I used to do a sneaker raffle business. This is when COVID happened, and whoever doesn't know what sneaker raffle is, pretty much in the name. Pay to play. Pay for one spot on the wheel. If it lands on your name, you pick a pair of shoes. Not gonna lie, I think that was the hardest part of the whole shit, was just trying to find shoes, like trying to get for a good amount of price. But yeah, bro, it took a little minute. It took a little minute to get like a lot of people on the lives.
But I think that was just think about it right now. I think that was just a crazy smart business model. Like, like from a business standpoint, like, it's genius, bro. Because it's depending on how much people obviously you get to participate in the raffle.
Yeah.
But once you do get X amount of people, we ain't gonna use no real definitive numbers, but you get X amount of people to participate in the raffle, they get a chance, like a fighting chance, to actually be able to win. Yeah. But at the end of the day, on the business side of things, like, you could actually be able to win doing
that.
You know what I'm saying? I know you was winning doing that. So, like, I already know, bro.
Yeah, my first pair of shoes that went on the raffle, I remember them because I bought them for myself, and I said, fuck it, I'm put on the raffle. The DMP 6s, the black and gold shits.
Right.
So those shits cost me $275, and I remember, like, to flip it through the raffle, I made 7 something. I was like, oh yeah. I bought 2 more pairs, put them back on the raffle. Those got taken off, and then from there, I bought myself a pair finally. It's been like 3 or 4 flips to, like, say, fuck it, let me buy myself a pair.
I ain't lying, like, genius, bro, genius. Genius.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. First of all, we're gonna speak about genius, bro. Before we get to the genius part of it, I just need to understand, like, so I remember you came to me like almost a year ago, and you were one of the Forex people. I just need to know how'd you got into that, bro. Like, what happened there?
So, I'm gonna tell you right now. So, all right, cool. So I was at Buff State. I went to school at Buff State, and this was my junior year. It's my junior year.
Okay.
Fall semester, and honestly, I was in a feeling of just like, I went to school for computer science, but, like, I didn't really want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just went and did that because my uncle, like, he made 6 figures doing it. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I want to make 6 figures. Like, I see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that.
Like, I want that. Yeah.
Exactly. But I never really wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I knew there was something out there in ways to, like, become successful that was outside of school. I just didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, I was on Facebook one day, whatever the case may be. One of my boys that I knew when I was younger, he was just posting Forex. But I didn't understand it. I didn't know what I was looking at. But I knew the lifestyle he was posting with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew that he also went to school. He graduated
Yeah.
And what the lifestyle that he was posting had nothing to do with what he graduated with or the job that he got from graduating. So I'm like, yo, like, hold on. Like, I need to figure out what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So I observed him for a little bit. And he kept talking about Forex. And then, like I said, the lifestyle over and over, like going places, being able to shop, being able to, you know, chill with his mans, whatever case may be, making money on the go. It caught my attention. You know what I'm saying? So I was one of the people, like, it's going to sound kind of foreign, but I was one of the people where you didn't have to convince me to join Forex. Like, not join Forex, because that's not the right way to say it. But you didn't have to convince me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I texted him like, yo, bro, like, how much it costs? I got the money. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it just fit the description for what I was looking for. It was outside of me being in school and having to chase this life that doesn't even create that lifestyle, at least not initially. And I was like, yo, like, let me at least see what this is about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really how I got into it. It's been the best thing that ever happened to me, bro. Like, I can really tell you that. Like, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Easily. Like, easily, bro. Easily. Like, if you want to talk about me being anything close to a good businessman, bro, like, that was the foundation of that. And nothing before that was even close to teaching me about business and how it goes and, you know, how to actually be profitable, make money, and help other people make money and things like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So like, all right, so like when Forex happened, like, there was a part where you had to like get people in it too, though.
Right.
So
yeah. It's not necessarily what you have to do in order to trade Forex. Like, you don't have to get people in it. But for what we were doing, that is how you made more money. You know what I'm saying? Making money with Forex is totally different, right? But at the end of the day, we were basically helping people learn the education, and that part of it is what we had to put people on to do.
Okay, so there was like a team of y'all then. You had like a team.
Yeah, exactly. At one point, I had a team of over 100 people.
Damn.
Right, so that was making me about $2,000 a month from that alone. Not even talking about like trading in the market. You know what I'm saying? Trading in the market, when you have capital coming in, and you able to put it into the market and multiply your money, then you really making money.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, at that time, being that I wasn't really working, I needed a way to have consistent money coming in first, to then be able to put into the market to multiply it. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that was the whole like way of doing it for me. And at the end of the day, see, a lot of people don't understand, like, they'll call it a scam because they feel like, well, you're putting people on and they don't make as much as you or they don't make money as fast as you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, everybody is given the same blueprint from they walk in. And I was given the blueprint when I walked in too. It's like, yo, listen, if you don't already have consistent money coming in that's disposable.
Disposable money. Okay, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. It has to be disposable because at the end of the day, it's a risk. And you can lose it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be attached to the money to where if you put $100 in the market and you trying to make more money off it, if you don't happen to make more money, you can't be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It has to be disposable.
I got you.
So if you don't already have that capital, this is the best thing to do. Host a webinar or hit up your friends and like, yo, listen, this is what I'm getting into. I've seen a couple people multiply their money with it. You can do it too. You know, and then they have the chance to do that as well. And you can make money doing that and then take that money that then becomes disposable and put it in the market and make more money with it.
Okay. Yeah, put them on, Tim. Keep going, bro.
Like, that's what it was.
All right, I see that. So is that like how, like, well, from there, how did you get into like real estate?
Real estate now. So that's why I say that was the best thing that happened to me, because not only did it teach me, obviously, you know, how to become a businessman or how to invest, but it also, like, the people that I was studying, I'm still studying now, like, taught me how to create a life plan and how to be focused. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I started to, like, think about how I wanted my life to pan out.
Okay.
Right? And there's a couple of different steps in which, like, I had to take in order to get there.
Yeah.
Right? So after, you know, the Forex wave and everything went crazy and then died out, right? I went into car sales. The reason why I went into car sales is because I needed to meet more people and also, like, satisfy more people. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to be, you know, a multimillionaire, if I'm going to have multiple businesses, I have to know people. People have to know me. And not only do they have to know me, I have to have a reputation of actually being able to create results for people.
Yeah.
You know
So
what
like
I'm
basically
saying?
like branching out by that way.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So I went into
Okay.
car sales first. Did that for about like 8 months, right? Sold hundreds of cars, whatever the case may be, met a whole ton of people. And then real estate. Like real estate was just taking cars and that same philosophy to the next level.
So you went from Forex to cars to real estate.
But it's not really like going.
Yeah,
I still do all three.
Oh, you still do all three?
Still do all three. It's just I help now. It's like because real estate is the focus.
Yeah.
That's what I talk about every day. That's what I'm. You can say I want people to associate my name with for right now.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you needed the direction to be able to say you want to still trade Forex, I'm going to put you in position. I'm still somebody you could come to so I can put you in position. Cars, same difference. If you're looking for a car, no matter what it is, luxury, whatever the case may be, I can put you in position. I know the contacts. You know what I'm saying? And now real estate.
Damn, so you have like a bunch of different ways of how to get income.
Hey, man, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Like, that's what I'm trying to do, bro.
So, I mean, I know like obviously you have all these business ideas, but like what is your end game? Like is it just like you know, like how can I say it? Not even end game. You know what? Let's say like you crack like a mill right now. What is your first thing you do with it?
Being honest with you, a mill is not the end game. But I understand. I understand where you're going with this. The simplest way I can put it is, I feel like you asked me, what's my purpose?
Yeah.
What am I trying to actually achieve? Now, what that is literally to use multiple businesses, right?
Okay.
So right now we're talking about just car sales. We're talking about Forex. We're talking about real estate.
Yeah.
Use all these different things and inspire somebody else to shine their light on the world. All these different things is just the things I decided to get into. Why? Because, you know, that's the things I like. Basketball, all these different things. I like these things. I don't go into things that I don't really like favor. At the end of the day, a lot of things make money. I'm not just doing it for money, though. I'm doing it for
the love of it.
The love of it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, the goal at the end of the day is to inspire other people to go out and shine their light. Like, find these different things that you want to do, and not just like, you know, don't just go out and do something because it makes money. And that's why I said, like, when I was in school, I had a really big problem because that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just go out and do something because it makes money. A lot of things make money. Go and find the thing that you really love, stay attached to it, and inspire others to shine their light through what they really love.
So would you say So would you say you have inspired anyone else?
I would say I've inspired a couple of people, yes. You know, on smaller scales. Not to the level of which obviously I would like it to be seen. But, you know, as time continues on, like, that'll be the goal, of course.
Yeah.
But it's just about continuing to, like, to show it every day and, like, go hard every single day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I haven't done that enough. Maybe I haven't gone hard every single day for people to really say, yo, like, damn, you really inspired. But I do get those messages. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I do get those messages at the end of the day, but not to the level in which I want it done. It's that little spark, and I'm happy to see it because it lets me know, all right, cool, you're doing your thing, you're working. But at the end of the day, it's like, we're not done yet. And that's why we work every day. You know what I'm saying? So,
I respect that. So, like, all right. So, enough of the business side. So, like, obviously, you know, you have your businesses, you have your goal set and all that.
Right.
What are you doing your off time, bro? Like, is there even, like, off time for you? Or, like...
Of course. Like, yo, I'm glad you asked that question, bro. I'm really glad you asked that question, bro, because that's one thing that I really don't want people to be fooled by.
Yeah.
You know, like, business should not be everything that you do.
Of course.
At all. Like, you should... I forgot where I heard this from, but you should have a hobby for your mind, a hobby for your body, hobby for making money.
Okay.
And hobby just for whatever you love doing. You know what I'm saying? Just at least these 4 different things in which they don't have to connect. You know what I'm saying? What's for your mind is for your mind. What's for your body is for your body. What's for your love or, you know, for like just your joy is for your joy. And what's for your money is for your money. It don't have to be different, but it's better if it is. Because then, let's say you're going through some business stuff, whatever the case may be, and it's starting to stress you out.
Okay.
You could take a break and say, yo, listen, like, I'm going to go and do my other hobby. Something that I love, something that works on the mind, something that works on the body. Leave that completely alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regain the strength doing what else you other doing and then come back and have a better outlook on it. when you come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, like on the other outside of that, like I play basketball.
Of course.
I do a lot of reading, right? Meditating, things like that.
What's your favorite book right now?
My favorite book right now is every time somebody asks me, I forget the name. But I really love this book. It's by Dr. Caroline Leaf.
All right.
And it's about, what is it called? I know if I look it up right now, I'll be able to find it.
Take your time.
It's a mental health book. It's a mental health book. I'm going to look it up. Give me 2 seconds.
Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm going to look it up. Give me 2 seconds.
It's a mental health book.
Because I really recommend this book to anybody who, you know, it'd be able to serve. Caroline.
So let me ask you, why you doing that? Obviously, you know, like, yeah, you have off time, but how much time a day do you like focus on your business before saying, all right, let me take a break?
There you go. To be honest, it's not really a break for me. It's not really a break. It's more so like the business is my life. You know what I'm saying? So it flows through everything. It's not like, all right, let me sit down. Yes, of course, there's times where it's like, let me sit down and really focus and give it my time, give my attention.
Yeah.
But all throughout the day, I'm making calls. I'm texting people and, you know, they're telling me like, oh, I need this, I need that. Maybe I need an apartment or whatever the case may be. I just finished texting somebody before, you know, we started this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily something I leave at 2:00. You know what I'm saying? Very much different from, you know, the job and things like that, where it's like you work 9 to 5, you go home, you ain't worried about the job no more till tomorrow, 9 to 5. When you got to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not really like that. It's like it carries with me all day, but there is times where I put focus to that, then I put focus to basketball, and I really lock in, you know, or I lock into my mind and meditate and read and stuff like that. So that's really what I would say about that.
I got you. Oh, wait, what's the name of the book?
So the name of the book is Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess.
Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess.
Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess by Dr. Caroline Leaf. Like, I really recommend that book to anybody who feels like, you know, they maybe battle with depression, anxiety, anything like that. It's really the roadmap to tell you exactly how to get through those things. And not just getting through it as you're going through it, but when more things happen down the line, you now know how to attack that. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, definitely recommend.
Also, like, for, like, the long game, that's how it teaches you. Like, okay, got you.
Exactly. It gives you that roadmap.
I would say, because I feel like, you know, with, like, you know, doing this business, even this, like even doing, like, for me, like, with recordings and stuff, I feel like it does give me anxiety when it comes to, like, you know, having to, like, sit down and edit and stuff.
Right.
So I feel like, so, like, you on your business stuff, does it, like, get you, like, does it give you anxiety before? Or, like...
See, for me, it's like, I never labeled it that.
Yeah.
Right? I never labeled it that. So I wouldn't say yes, that is giving me anxiety, but it does make me uncomfortable. Okay. It definitely makes me uncomfortable. But I understand that uncomfortability is a part of it.
Yeah.
And because of that, when I do see it, it's like, well, I knew this was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know I got to be able to get through it. Yeah, that's just really how I feel about that. Like, I never really labeled it that, so I wouldn't say yes, like it's that, but it's definitely uncomfortability there for sure.
I got you. All right. No, you know, it was just a curious question because, you know, like, obviously a lot of people, you know, they will, like, I guess, overwork themselves.
Right.
Or underwork, and then some people be like, damn, like, I don't have enough shit coming in because, you know, they're underworking. Or people be overworking, like, damn, this is too much, I can't handle it.
Right.
So it's like, is there, like, a time like, is there, like, a settled, like, time management type of thing for you? Or you just, like, say whatever's there, I'm going to fix it one by one? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, whatever's there, I'm going to fix it one by one. But I think the most important thing is just, like, having your goals set. The reason why is because if you don't have any goals, you're going to always get into these, like, you're going to always get deep into your emotions because you don't actually know what you're chasing. You're just running.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
You're just running. Yeah, I like that.
You're just going. Like, it's like, and because you don't have any checkpoints, you don't have any, like, stop here and say, oh, yeah, okay, good. Like, I could sit back and say, oh, I'm doing something. Or, not really I made it. Maybe you're not going to say I made it, but I'm doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's going to always give you that boost. But you have to set those goals in order to feel that. Maybe it's like for you, you know, doing your podcast and making these videos. Maybe it's like, yo, if I can do 4 videos in a month, I'm gonna feel good.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You set a goal like that. Once you actually do that, you feel good. Like you don't have that feeling of like, all right, I made 2 videos this month, 3 videos last month, but I don't really have a goal set to what I really want. So at the end of the day, I'm always gonna feel like maybe I could do more. Maybe I gotta do less. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to go through that limbo because you don't have anything set up for yourself.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
See. I would say, no, yeah, I get that. Because, I think, when I started this, I said I was going to at least get 20 videos just to start. I think right now I'm at 42. And,
That's
bro.
Fire.
Yeah, bro. It's literally all on a hard drive, somewhere in this house. Literally, that shit is not getting touched until January when that shit's getting posted.
And you going to roll them all out?
Huh? Yeah, one by one each week. Literally.
That's fire.
Bro, literally, 42 weeks straight.
I'm saying you almost got a video a week, bro. You almost got a video.
Literally, I'm almost there, for a full year. And I'm be comfortable the whole time. Exactly.
That's fire,
exactly.
That's fire.
It took me, I ain't gonna lie, shit like that, it did take a minute, because it's I feel like for business plans in general, it takes a minute, in general.
Of course.
Obviously, there's shit in the works, that I won't talk about. I know, obviously, there's probably things in the work you won't talk about, obviously, yet. But there's obviously a lot of big monumental shit coming from me and you in the future. That's going to be exciting as shit, though.
It is, bro. Especially being in the same high school, we seen each other in much different lights. Today, it's like, wow.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I was on myself from now and went back to and saw myself in high school, I'd probably beat myself up. I ain't gonna lie. I was so focused on the wrong shit back then.
Bro, but it's a part of what you had to go through at the time.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, if you say so.
No, you're definitely right. Damn, bro. It definitely has been different lights. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, just thinking about it is crazy. Because I remember at one point you wanted to get me into Forex, and I was actually with it to get into it. And then, I still am, but it was just the whole financial situation I had at the time. It was a big no-no for me. I was like, damn, I just can't afford to do it.
I understood that, bro. And it's funny because I did battle with understanding that everybody is not meant to do it at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was so fired up, and I'm like, yo, how could you not want to do this, bro? I just turned $50 into $1,000. You cannot tell me that you know a better way to do that or a faster way to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because I was so fixated into that ideology, I couldn't really understand why somebody else wouldn't do it. But at the end of the day, it's not only are people going through, loads of different things, it's just it may not just be the time for that. You know what I'm saying? Later down the line, maybe they'll see okay, Forex is something not that I must be doing, but it could help me get to what I need to do. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's just a tool. And that's all I ever really used it for. A tool to get closer to what you want to do. You don't wake up and say, yo, I want to be a Forex trader.
Yeah.
It's not that lit, and be honest. It's really not that lit. It's not that fun at all. You sit in front of a laptop looking at a bunch of candles and stuff like that. It's not that fun.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can make a lot of money really quick, legit, and it can get you a lot closer to where exactly you're trying to go. So.
Yo, B, when you gonna start posting on your podcast, bro? It's kind of been a minute. Honestly, bro, soon. It's just a lot of work considering that I have to post everything separately from YouTube to Spotify and everything else. It takes a lot of time considering that I'm busy with editing and finding thumbnails and all that. Bro, so just make it easier for yourself. Use Anchor. What the fuck is Anchor? Bro, it's Anchor. It's simple and easy to use. So look, it's like this. You have Apple Podcasts, you have Spotify, you have iHeartRadio, and you have all these other places like Google Podcasts too. If you want to connect them somewhere, even connect your Instagram and your YouTube page to it, you can. Just go to Anchor and sign up. It's easy for anybody to use. And plus, the great thing about it is, after a certain amount of views, you'll start getting, promotion deals and all that stuff. And the more views you get, the more promotions you get. But it's only a simple startup. Guys, go use Anchor. What are you waiting for? All right, so back to what we were saying. Damn. So, Tim, it's been a little minute, bro. First of all, I think the last time I seen you in person was... Shit. I think it was, graduation, high school graduation. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a minute. Yeah.
It was probably around
I think it was either the graduation or the year after when we all came back. And then even before that, I think, the main time that I saw, you've been in, I feel like you in a upcoming spotlight. And I feel like the last time I seen you in a big spotlight like this is when you were playing ball in high school. and like now you're back to playing ball again. So it's like, do you like what is your like do you think you're gonna like get like some type of opportunity to play ball like professionally somewhere or is it just for the fun of it?
So right now I'm playing semi-pro, which basically is like, I'm in a tournament in which pro players are playing.
Oh shit!
And
oh, so you're already there?
I mean, sort of, but like the thing is, I was just thinking about it this morning too. Like if I would pursue pro basketball, I probably would. The thing is, I right now it's a tough spot for me because I just started real estate and I really want to focus on that. But it's like pro basketball, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna have to leave the country. You know what I'm saying? And
would you play overseas?
I would do it, but it's just about timing. I don't know if that's the right thing for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially because it would pretty much kind of slow down my cash flow. Yeah. So I would want to like more establish that first before it. I'll get back to you on that. Like, I gotta think about that one a little more.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, do you think you could take the Kyries, the Ja Morants and shit like at the NBA?
No, not at all. I'm just be honest. I don't work out near enough to be able to take them right now.
Nah, I respect that because there'll be people bullshitting and be like, yeah, bro, I could take everybody.
Stop it, bro. I've never been that guy. Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Never been that guy to like act like, I'm gonna be up there with the best as of today because I literally don't work near as hard as them. That would be an insult to how hard they work to say something like that. You know what I'm saying? To me.
God damn. So it actually is that would be insulting to somebody random like, yeah, I can play with everybody. Like, nah, you're not like not you, but for that person, whoever that person is, like, they're not that guy. Yeah, not that guy. So would there be any other sports that you would take on besides basketball or just basketball?
As of right now, it would really just mostly be basketball. Like, because at the end of the day, like, I already put X amount of work into basketball to where it's like, I just stay with that. And anything else would just be completely, like, recreational.
Okay. So, like, all right, so boom. So, let's say, like, long game happens, whatever. Like, like, a few years down the path, you hit the jackpot, you have, multi-trillionaire, whatever you top 10 Forbes list for me. What basketball team you buying?
Basketball team I'm buying.
Braun already retired and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, knowing Braun, he's still playing probably. I don't know. He might play till like 20 years later. I don't know.
That's a good question. That's really a billionaire conversation. Like, to be honest, it costs nothing less than billions to buy an entire franchise. But I would probably try to go with one that has like longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like from the beginning of when they started tracking these kind of stuff to today, and then whenever that time is. I would look to see which franchise has had the most success. Yeah. And being that, I have the money to go with any one, I would just go with that one.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I feel like that's just the safest bet. Yeah.
So off rip, what I'm hearing is you're not buying the Kings.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying the Kings. Well, it's crazy. Like I said, the Kings, though, if between now and that time, like if they have a crazy spark and like they have, because it's also not only about like, all right, it's really important to like take into account who's in charge now. Okay. You know what I mean? Because they could have had an owner or whoever runs that, level of operations in which they weren't as motivated to make things happen. But then it turned around and somebody new got hired or bought in or whatever the case may be, and they are running gun. Because if they run a gun and I could work with them and I could have a conversation with them and they're like, yo, listen, like I'm serious about this. I just need XXXXX. Yeah, cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, I might be looking to the investment and say, you know what? This is somebody that really give me energy like he's going to take over for the next X amount of years. Yeah. I might invest into that person. You know what I'm saying? So not really to rule out the Kings just because they don't have a great history, but if they do, things change. If they do hire somebody or whatever the case may be that has a crazy vision, I will buy into that. Like I'm somebody who buys into new visions who's really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. That's me.
I like that. This man sees the future. He doesn't stay in the present. He has to see longevity in the whole game. I like that, bro.
Facts.
So, all right. Young Black King, feel me? You got the businesses going on. You got the sports going on for you. I have to ask you because I feel like there might be some females that might see this. What's your relationship status right now, Tim?
Definitely, like in a relationship, 100%. Like
As
I'm
you
locked
should.
in.
You know,
with my
that's a
girl.
great answer. That's
Locked
a
in
great
with my
answer.
girl, 100%. Like,
How long y'all been together for?
we've been exclusive for. This is now November, so this is 8 months.
8 months.
This is 8 months, yeah.
Ooh. So like, does she see like, you know, in the long run, like a wedding or something, like a big wedding?
Yeah. We've been talking about things like that.
Y'all been talking about things like that, really?
Yeah, like to be honest, like I'm really like the path I'm on right now. It's like not really for the games anymore. Like I did that, you know what I'm saying? High school and stuff like that. College, I went to Buff State College. And be honest, like I did that, and the time for that is just past for me. And like anybody I'm trying to encounter right now, it's like it's a long-term game. She understands that. That's what she's looking for too. So we're on the same page with that.
So down for wife, kids, all that.
Facts.
I hear you heard it here first, ladies. Get the fuck out of here. If you ain't her, you're not there at all. That's it.
Literally.
Damn, but I ain't gonna lie, it is not a big 180, but it definitely is a 180 from high school, Tim. I'll definitely say that.
Facts. Tell the truth. Facts.
Nah, I mean, damn, bro. Like, it's just been crazy to see like what you've been doing. Like I said, like right. I feel like right out of graduation, obviously you went to Buff State. That's a really, really great school. And then I was like, damn, like I ain't gonna lie, there was some people I was like, they could probably like they're gonna go somewhere. And it was literally you, Ty, Brandon, and then like out of the guys, also Hanif there too, and then LaRon. LaRon actually fell right where I said he was gonna stay, where he was gonna stay at, which was modeling. Which like, you know, congrats to him. Fuck. Right. But nah, yeah, I gotta get him on the show too. Nah, but yeah, you definitely like fell in that bracket of one of the people I was like, yeah, they're gonna be successful when they grow up and shit. And like, shit, you started young, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You started like getting like, you know, the money and successfulness like honestly right out of the gate. Like that shit was like really young for you. So like, you know, props to you for that, bro. Cause like it takes a little minute to like, you know, people find where they want to be and where they want to go and shit.
Of course. Yeah, bro. Like definitely. And I really hope that people find that at early ages. Like right now, what I'm doing is I'm an assistant coach for Borum Hill High School.
Oh shit.
And I just been working with the kids and literally like I ask them from time to time what you want to do like outside of this, because at the end of the day, this is not everybody's end goal. You know what I'm saying? Like especially when you're dealing with high school basketball, there's probably one or two kids who's really serious about going pro or whatever the case may be. And if that's not your view, then you should be thinking outside of just that gym.
Like what's going on?
You know what I'm saying? And not to say you should be because you're still young, but at the end of the day, the faster you can figure that out, the better it is for you. You know what I'm saying? So and just like making that awareness, because a lot of times our parents they don't want to bring that kind of pressure on you from early, or maybe they just don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I was set up for them was it was forced on them, and they don't want to create that for you, so they try to kind of leave that alone until like you wake up one day 18 and like, well, what do you want to do? Well, I mean, how am I supposed to know? You didn't tell me to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I felt that.
Yeah.
No, I get that. It's definitely like a last second thing that a lot of parents do. They'll be like, yeah, like, you know what, you're 18 now. What's going on? It's like, damn, like, where was all the coaching out and helping me out from when I was a little younger? I could have probably figured it out sooner.
Exactly. And then you wouldn't even have to ask me at 18. I would have told you 17. You know what I'm saying?
No, I felt that. So, all right, so basically, so you're a coach now. You know, you're looking out for these young players and stuff. Let's just say, like, you know, there's people out there that probably might see this that won't even know either of us.
Right.
Do you have any advice for them?
Advice?
Like young people, old people, whatever, whoever you want to target it to.
It's tough. I don't really see myself as somebody to, you know, give advice to everybody because, you know, I'm still a work in progress. I haven't figured out everything, or even, you know, there's a whole ton to still learn. But at the end of the day, it just goes back to my purpose and just letting you guys know to go out and shine your light on the world. Everybody is unique. Everybody is born with specific gifts or whatever the case may be. Go out, figure that out. Take the time, like slow down with the social media if you can. Slow down with the distractions if you can. And just take the time to learn yourself. If you need a therapist, whatever the case may be, take that time, learn yourself, and then use exactly what you've been given and shine your light on the world. Like, that's just what I would say to anybody watching this video. Like, do not be afraid to do that. Be unapologetic when it comes to that. Like, that's what you were born to do. Everyone was born with a purpose. So that's what I would say. I
like that. See, I feel like you kind of like embodied the whole answer of like the reason why like people ask me why I started this. It's just to, you know, like spread awareness, get people's like opinions about certain things besides celebrities and shit. You know, it's
right.
like,
that's why I asked you that.
Yeah,
and you told me that. Like,
that's
I
why
think you
it's
should
beautiful.
say it again for the camera.
Oh, when I started the podcast.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So Tim was the first person to actually ask me this. Right before we started, he asked me why did I start the podcast, and I'm gonna be honest. I started the podcast because I felt like all these podcasts nowadays, you know, you see these famous people or rich people, and it's like, that's a great, like, you know, it's cool. But then you have people like Andrew Tate, he's like, oh, you know, just get a Bugatti and you're good. It's like not how to get a Bugatti or some shit like that. And it's like, those people are not inspiring. They're not inspirational at times.
Right.
You need to find people that are grounded, like, you know, everyday people like us, and, you know, how they got to where they are now and whatever they did. And, you know, that literally leads to inspiration. That leads to, you know, being like, damn, that person was just where I was at. Or they're a little closer to me than fucking the Paul brothers or whoever else. And, you know, they're more relatable. And maybe I can get to where I want to go to because that person just showed me the easier way. Or, like, not even the easier way, just the light. They shine the light on me. And, like, that was, like, why I started this whole podcast. It was like, yo, like, I want to be that, like, I guess, bridge that connects random people together. And it's like, oh, shit. That works. Like, I just connected a producer to a rapper, and like, they didn't even know each other, but now they're making fire shit together. So it's like, that's what I fucking love to hear. Like, it's great, bro. Honestly, it's great. I feel like that. Well, that's the main reason why I started the podcast. And yeah,
I wasn't supposed to know that.
Yeah, no. Like, yeah, that was why I started the podcast, and I was just inspired. I was actually inspired by a YouTuber that I've watched him since like once or twice when he first started, and then I saw him pop up. I was like, let me watch the video. He spoke, and I was like, yo, I felt that. He's like, just do what you want. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna try a podcast. And now here I am, 42 or now 43 videos stuck in the vault, getting ready to get posted in January, which is kind of scary.
Bro, that's fire.
That shit is scary, bro.
It brings up my question to you now, though. Like,
oh, I love this part. Go ahead, talk to me.
So, right now, you want to be able to bring people who don't already have a voice to be able to get on the show and, you know, say how they feel, inspire the next person. But what about when you get famous and you get big and you got all the clout, the views, the everything, and now the famous people, they want to come to you and say, oh, I want to be on your platform. You know what I'm saying? Do you still go back in the communities and you reach your hand? Or do you say, yo, like, all right, I'm up now, so I'm going to deal with who's up now? I know
up now is crazy.
I don't want you to think about that kind of like
I get
idea,
you.
but at the end of the day, it's like, this is who you surround yourself by. Are you going to tell those people no? And you grab the arms of, you know, or what you're going to do?
Honestly, I've actually put thought to this. Thank you for asking me that. Damn, you got good questions too, bro. Damn. I've always thought about it, like, if a famous person wants to come on the show, I'm not gonna reject them. But at the same time, I'm not gonna reject the people that want to be on the show either,
right,
as in everyday people. I feel like that even brings a better opportunity to just connect more, I guess, everyday or regular people,
right,
to more famous people. Like, if I have a producer or some shit, or like some, like, you know, young kid that he just wants to play sports, and then, you know, I bring on some random college coach or college player or something. You know, it's about connections at the end of the day. And if I'm one day famous enough to have, like, you know, some random boxer get in a ring just because he came on the show with another boxer or something that gave him opportunity, that's honestly what this is about in general. You know, it's just making connections with people and finding who can connect to what piece in the puzzle. So yeah, like, I thought about it too. I was like, damn, if this shit ever blows up, like, this would be crazy. Because, like, I would love to be that person where it's like, yeah, like, you know, I got here because of him. Feel me? Or, like, you know, like Lil Wayne did for, you know, Drake and Nicki, some shit like that.
Right. That was huge.
See, I want to be like the Lil Wayne of podcasts, I guess. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. I'll definitely take that title.
That's what's up, bro. Nah, but, like, that's fire. But it, like I said, it's the question that, you know, really stays on my mind, because at the end of the day, it's not even just about you not wanting to go down there and grab them. It's more so about the fact that, like, you now have a different audience, a different crowd who's now watching your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And right now you have a specific audience that's watching your stuff, in which they would benefit most from hearing, you know, somebody who's maybe not that famous, whatever the case may be. Yeah. But now, as you expand and you get 100,000 views, right?
Oh, you're talking about like okay, so long run and shit, and then, you know, people come in, then they want to hear from like top people.
Exactly. How do you now make the decision between doing what you started with by grabbing the people from below, not below, but, you know,
Yeah,
not,
like, you
not
know,
famous yet.
not top up. Yeah, not
exactly.
up there.
How do you now,
How I switch? How I go from like mid to low and then choosing between them and high? I see what you're talking about. All right. Damn. Shit, that's actually a very good question because I've this part I kind of thought about. I don't know. I feel like there's a few ways to go about it. Like, you know, maybe. Nah, I can't even say that. Damn. Fuck. How'd you catch me here? Fuck you. Honestly, I'll try to find like people that if there's a, you know, certain balance of where people like want to see the high people, then all right, fine. We'll go like the higher level, you know.
Right.
But we can't find just anybody in the higher level because there's some people like that are just not humble enough. Like
True.
You know, like I gotta like don't get me wrong. Like I would love to have like Kanye or some shit on the show, and don't get me wrong, Kanye be saying some crazy shit. But at the end of the day, like, you know, his name does bring numbers in general. So it's like whether it's negative or positive, like it will be a scary thing, but it would have to be a thing where, you know, it's understandable from both sides. Like if like what he says is like, you know, sketchy or something like that.
Right.
But like it really depends. Like I would bring high end people. They would just have to be certain high end people. I can't bring in like Andrew Tate or some shit like that. Or like what's this dude's name? Sneeko or honestly scratch Kanye's name off the list. I don't want him on the show. I'll say probably Drake or some shit. Like I'll definitely bring Drake on the show. I'll definitely bring Drake on the show.
Kanye.
Yeah, nah. You know? Seeing Kanye in his past interviews, he don't really have interviews. He just yell, bro, and everybody entertaining. I can't do that. That's a headache and a half for me.
Right.
I'll definitely try like my best to, you know, still keep grounded. But if there's a bigger audience and they're asking for like, you know, these upper people, then, you know, maybe they learned enough. Like maybe, you know, my, I guess, mid to lower people learned enough just from this video, just from hearing you talk, you know?
Right.
They're like, all right, I got here. How do I do more?
Right.
And, you know, at this time, obviously, there's so much that we could talk about, but at the same time, there's not that much that we can talk about. Feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like there's people that are higher than you or higher than me that if I bring them in, maybe don't answer those questions for them. So it's like, it's all about give and take. Feel me? Like, it depends on what the situation is, depending on the topic. You know, if it's finance, all right, we got Tim that just started the finance talk for us. And then now, boom, we have fucking Mark Cuban in like next year. He's talking about how to do this even better.
Thanks.
And it's like, it all connects together, you know? But yeah, nah, for right now, I'll stay to the low people. But little by little, you know, when it comes to it, and there's, you know, money on the table and shit, I'm definitely going to take some high-end offers.
Of course.
But I'm definitely going to still keep grounded and bring in regular people every now and then just to talk. You know, I got to. Because that's where I came from. I can't just forget about where I came from.
Right. Well, you know, that's the thing. You know, a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not always intentional. It's not always personal to where, like, they like, oh, well, I'm up now. Like, let me move like I'm up. It's more so just, like I said, like, about the audience you're around, the people you're around now, and you get accustomed to changing your environment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really always something wrong with that.
Yeah, it's not intentional. I feel you. Like it doesn't always happen, but when it does happen, it's like some people are really quick to judge it. And it's like not really explain why like they did it. But I get you. Like, nah, definitely I'll try to be humble as much as I can, and then, you know, after a certain extent, I'm not gonna lose my humbleness, but I'm still trying to, like, you know, make it fair for, I guess, both parties, where everybody can connect. Because it's not just for one. It's supposed to be just for one group or another one. I literally want this to be for anybody, everybody that just wants to get advice or just sit down and listen. Feel me? Like,
I respect that.
Yeah, that's really what this is about. You know, just get people to connect somehow. Damn.
I respect that, bro. So I mean, hey, since I just asked you questions, I feel like I could keep it going.
Go ahead, go.
You know what I'm saying? So
go ahead, do your thing, bro.
You doing this podcast right now, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is what you really focused on.
Yes, sir.
Do the people know you outside of the podcast though?
Oh, hopefully by the time this get posted, maybe I think I'm gonna post a video like February. I ain't gonna lie, like either February or like January. But as of right now, not that much. No, I don't think they know that much. Besides the people that already knew me from beforehand. But like besides that, no.
Well, I mean, we definitely not trying to have the vision of it just for the people who knew you already. So let's give the people who's listening right now like a little taste of Brandon.
All right, let me hear it.
And so cool. Like,
what questions you got for me?
Outside of the podcast, who is Brandon? Like, what is Brandon doing on a day-to-day basis? Like, what can Brandon tell the people at home right now who's listening, who's paying attention, like, about himself and why they should, you know, stick around and listen to the podcast, stuff like that?
So I'm gonna answer the last question first.
All right, cool.
Why should you stick around and listen to the podcast? So I've been through my own demons and all my own negativity and shit, and I've, like, you know, gone down paths that weren't the right paths. and I've came back from them. And I feel like because of that, I've like really seen both sides of which way I could have ended up. And this is honestly the positive way where I ended up. And I felt like there was people that I knew that were younger than me. And, they were going down these same paths that I was going down. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be a preacher boy or nothing. But like, I was like, yo, do this instead of that. Do that instead of this. And like, it honestly, it worked out for them in the long run. Like one kid I know, he's actually in college right now. Like he goes to Baruch.
Shout out to him.
Exactly. I'm not gonna drop his name, but I'm gonna say but yeah, he goes to Baruch, and it's his second year now. It's like damn, like if I didn't tell you, he's like he leaves me like if I didn't tell him like yo don't do that, he would have been like doing that shit still, or probably in jail or some shit.
Right.
And so it was just like because of that, I was like damn, like I would love to like make that people feel like that even more through other ways, other connections, other things that make them like feel some type of way. Because I feel like there's so many like people in the world like they want to talk, they want to get their story across, but there's never a space for them to get it across. Besides like little friend groups or whatever. Sometimes your friend groups are not even real friend groups, to be honest. Right, they're just there.
Really though.
So it's like I wanted to be that safe haven for whoever wanted to just be able to talk. Which is why I said like when I first posted on my TikTok about this whole podcast shit, is like whoever wants to be on the show, I don't even if I don't know you, we can find a spot, whatever. We could just talk. And it's like that's just what it is. Like it's literally just meant to be like, you want to talk, then talk about whatever. Like, tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what's going on with your family. Like, what's up? Like, I'm your friend. And, like, so that's why, like, I guess people should stick around. Because, like, you never know. You're listening to this or you're watching this. You might be the next person on the podcast without even knowing. Like, you might just say, hey, can I get on it? Majority of the time, it's going to be a yes. Like, majority of the time, it will definitely be a yes. Like, yeah, that's just the real reason why. It's just not to just be, famous and shit. But like, don't get me wrong, rich would be nice, but for as far as fame, like, it doesn't call my name that much. It's about the fact of just, I want people to be like, find a spot where it's like, I don't feel safe in my own house. Talk to me here. We'll talk. Talk to me about what's going on if you want to. Don't get me wrong, other people are gonna hear this and they might relate to it too.
Right.
So it's like instead of just helping out one hand, now I'm helping out two hands because they're going through the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Feel me? Like, yeah, that's why you should stay here. I guess to end that question, it would just be, saw a quote by Will Smith. He was saying how, I'll just like put half of it. He was saying how like reading and running is very important, and the reading part was very important because there's not a situation that no one has ever been through that someone else before them hasn't been through already.
Right.
There's not one situation in the world that has not happened. So he was like, and if you read, you'll learn about that situation and how to fix it either with yourself or by somebody reading it for you. Mm. And so if you can't read it by yourself, I'll be the person to read with you or read for you. Feel me? And that's what I wanted to do from the beginning.
Fire.
Yes, sr. What's your first part of that question? I ain't gonna lie.
The first part of the question was, who was Brandon outside of the podcast?
Oh,
what do you do on a day-to-day?
Day-to-day. All right, so as of recent, I've just been working, honestly. Like, for work, I cook. I like to cook. What is it called? I think I've had 3 straight jobs now, just kitchen labor. And honestly, like, I'm not against it, but at the same time, it's like, it's a very fun job. It's just, you do lose time from you and your family and your just vacation time and like all those like holidays. I'll be honest, if you're like a cook, you understand, like they're pretty much gone. And like it sucks, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like if that's your passion, you will be okay with it and you understand why it is the way it is. Right. But yeah, besides that, what else do I do? Day-to-day basis, I go to the gym. I started going to the gym again. Got back into boxing. God, I think I was, funny enough, I was just talking to somebody about this. I was saying if the podcast blew up, like would I ever do YouTube boxing? I was like, yo, bro, yes, I would love to do YouTube boxing. What else? Yeah, gym. I've been hanging out with my girl a lot, honestly. Damn, I think it's my first time mentioning her too on this shit.
What's that about?
Oh man. Nah, you know what it is? It's just like there's so many like people that just they try to get too involved in your life.
Right.
And like they might not even know you. And don't be wrong, I would love people to know me. It's just after a while they were like, I've seen like people's lives get taken over by social media to the point where it's like they think they're famous and they just post whatever, and it's like then they get 15 likes and they get upset about it. It's like, bro, it's not that deep. It really isn't that deep, bro. Like, but not yet. It's just been that, honestly, like working, editing videos, fitting in time for podcasts, going to the gym, doing some boxing. Yeah, being my girl. Like, I don't know. I've been more like so like just tied down with just, I guess, everything. Just trying to get everything in and out of the process, I guess.
Got you. Cool. So talk to me about your process of like success, right? Like, so you did the what do you call it again? The sneaker raffles. You did the sneaker raffles. Now you're doing the podcast, right? As far as like you seeing success in these two very different avenues.
Yeah.
What does the process look like for you though? Like, how did you start? Like, what did you create to say like, all right, I want to get to this part or whatever the case may be? I know you talked about the podcast, so more so like talking about the
sneakers and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. So funny enough, so my sister started one, and you know, people talk about investing and stuff like that, and I invested on the on the like customer side of it instead of like putting the shoe, like, you know, putting money into the shoes. I saw her making money. I was like, yo, like that's like fire. I remember I paid like $800 like for one raffle and I lost. And I was pissed. Like that was the one thing. I was so pissed. I was like, yo, bro, I did not just spend $800 on one raffle just to lose. And like it blew my mind because the tickets were only like $25 a ticket, and I paid $800. It was like, mind you, for like yeah.
How much selections is that?
Yo, bro, it was painful, bro.
What is that? How much is that? I don't even know.
It was.
What's the math on that?
Nah, I don't even know how much it was. You know what it was? It's like, all right. So I know it was like what, close to 100 spots. I think 70 spots.
Okay.
And it was I think $25 per spot, something like that. And yeah, I dropped $800 just to win some Travis Scotts. I lost them.
4 times what? 8. So it's like 32, like $320 you pay for that? No, not even more than that. I'm bugging. It's like, how much you pay for that? You don't remember?
What?
For all those.
Yeah, bro.
You spent $800. But how many selections you had? My fault. That's what I meant to say.
What you mean, like shoe wise?
No, how many raffle selections you had?
Oh, it was on one. It was on one big wheel. That was all $800 on one giant wheel, bro.
Wow.
And it was 20. It was 25 per spot.
That's what I'm saying. So
how many spots were there on the wheel?
Yeah, with your name on it.
Oof.
Because you spent 25 per
shit,
slot.
I ain't gonna lie, that's up there. It was up there. It was more than half of the board. It was my name.
Like, damn.
No, you know what breaks my heart even more? The person that won it only bought 2 tickets.
Yeah.
He spent $50. I spent $800. I lost it. I literally saw it go past my name 5 different times. And I was like, Brandon. I'm like, wow. And it dropped on Brito. I was like, yo, bro, who is this man? And why the fuck did he just win that shit?
You say Brito?
Yeah, bro, that was literally his name. Brito.
Brito from
Nah, imagine, that'd be crazy. Nah, I would be tight if that was him, bro. Oh my, that man, I gotta somehow get him on the damn thing too.
He does sound like somebody who would have been on that.
Yo, bro, he probably would have.
That's what I'm saying. He probably lost to Jeremy Brito.
I'd be so tight. Nah, but so you know, I was like, damn, that shit was fun. But at the same time, I lost so much money. I was like they literally did that, and then the person that won didn't even pick Travis Scott's. They picked some regular shit, and I was like, why would you pick that? Like only put $50. I'm like, yeah, you can make so much more. So after that, I was like, you know, I love sneakers, and then at the same time, like once again, I could be that connection where people need sneakers or some shit, and you know, obviously I get to come up from it, but at the same time, they get to come up from like how they want their shoes. They get it for a low price. For me, like you get what, like $300 pair of shoes for what, $50, $60? Like literally, I won a PS5 and an iPhone for $60. Literally, like I had one raffle. That was it, $60, one ticket, and I won both those things. So it's like, whoa, like you know, shit like that. So after that, I was just like, yeah, like sneakers, like on my thing. And that was when like for some reason everybody got into shoes out of nowhere. Everybody, and like. One thing I realized...
It's all about timing.
Yeah, literally, yes. It was about the timing of it because it was during COVID. And then, same time, it was like, I had the money for it because unemployment was definitely hitting at that time. It was definitely hitting. I had the unemployment money, so I had the funds for it. And then same time, I had the space for it, which I had my camera set up. I had everything. All I needed was just fans and people that come in and watch. Literally, the number one thing that I would say for anybody that ever wanted to do any business thing, just try to branch out by like literally joining people in your same community. Like literally, and what I mean by that is like for me, I went into lives of other people doing sneaker raffles, and I got lucky enough to win on their raffles. So like any money, like they would do money raffles. So any money that I was like spending on these shoes, they were literally coming from money raffles, from raffles that I was in, and I was just winning. Yeah, so that was like my way of doing. I'm not gonna say it was a good investment as far as like doing money raffles for it, but it was a lucky investment. I'll say that much.
Right.
Because that could have went either way, but obviously it went the positive way. So I was like, all right, nothing's coming out of my pocket right now. This is extra money. And you saw at one point I had McQueen's. I had.
At one point you had like.
I had stacks of shoes. I think that page is still up somewhere. That page is still up. If you guys ever want to check that page out, it's not getting touched again for a while. Actually, I don't think ever, honestly. Valid Millionaire, that page is still up. Yeah, I remember I had merch coming out and all that. My shirts are still like in the printing factory, done and all that. Never grabbed them again though.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. It was like I had to cut it off from that.
It'd be like that though, bro.
Yeah, man, it got too toxic. That's what it was. People were trying to buy shoes like off me like behind the scenes. And it's like, I would do it if I had extra pairs of the same size. But then there was times I didn't have extra pairs, It was hard to come across shoes at one point for at least a good price. And, at one point people were like, oh, they got upset and like, your shoes are fake. Your shoes are fake. And I was like, they're not fake. Like, that's one thing. I'm not going to pay close to like $3,000-$4,000 for like a whole stock of shoes to say for someone to be like, yeah, they're fake. No. I went to one of the famous one of the famous sellers now. His name's Dracula. A lot of sneakerheads know him. Like they know this man. Actually he was at the TCL, like the crew league with Chris Brown and all them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a celebrity thing there. And one year they had a Spanish rapper or whatever his name is, Anuel. The sneaker guy was with him at the thing. He's literally in the video as the background. He was with him like there with his basketball team, and they were like playing against other celebrities in their basketball teams.
So that's where you got your sneakers from.
Yeah, I got it from him. Yeah, I started getting shoes from him. And then little by little, I had other plugs hitting me up like, "Yo, I got this and that," and obviously I had to like certify that they're valid and shit, and like obviously they were. And then I remember one pair slipped through the cut, and it wasn't even from a seller. It was one that I bought off StockX. And at that time, I didn't know StockX was fake.
Right.
And so I told her, like I remember this girl won, right? And so I realized this pair was fake. So I bought another pair. I had 2 boxes of the same shoe. So one's real, one's fake. And, I'm rushing. I grabbed the wrong box, and I mailed it to her. And it came the next day to her, whatever, because she lived in the BX, not that far. And she's like, these are fake. I'm like, whoa, wait. Those are the StockX ones. I'm waiting to return those. Because, they have to send you, like, a label to return them back.
Okay.
So that's what I was waiting for. So I'm like, all right, fine. So, like, she was, like, swearing up and down. Like, no, I have your shoes right here. Those are fake ones. Those are really fake ones. Like, I did not mean to send you those. I literally have your real ones right here. I could drop them off to you, whatever. She was not hearing it. She gave me those. I still sent her the real ones. And she gave me those back. I was like, damage is done by now. She said what she said. Right. And I was like, damn, it's clipped.
So where did she say that? Did she just say that to you, like, messages?
Well, so she messaged me on IG about it. But then afterwards, she went on her own live. And then she was saying that. And then, yeah, so it was like, by that time, like, I was trying to do, like, clean up control, like, trying to be like, yeah, like this is what's really happening and all that. I literally sent her, like, the StockX receipt and all that. I was like, look, this is really what's happening and all that. And by that time, it was like, it's not good enough. And so, like, I remember those people before her, they came up to me, like that one before her, and then they DM me after, like, oh, so do I have fake shoes? I'm like, bro, check your shoes. Just check your shoes, bro. Like, come on.
Really, though?
Yeah,
like you got the shoes in front of you, going to come text, like, do I have fake shoes? Check your shoes.
Yeah, like, check your shoes. And then everybody's like, oh, no, they're valid. Yeah, I know they're valid. The only wrong pair was one person by accident because of StockX. And I was like, damn, StockX really fucked me over. But no, because of that, it was getting too much. It was after a point, after, like, a little while, it was getting to a point where it was like, people were going on my lives, and, like, they were not even paying. They were just staying there. They were sitting there for hours with me to just say, oh, yeah, no, your shoes are fake. Your shoes are fake. I'm like, all right, bro. You're like, whatever y'all want. So it was like, this is very toxic. This is a very toxic community. Yeah. So I was like, damn. I ran into a bunch of trolls, and I was like, this shit is crazy. But, afterwards, obviously, I sold whatever, stock I had, and I took a break from it. I was just like, yo, like, this needs to stop. And then, what happened after that? I met up with this cameraman, and he was just doing modeling, whatever. He was like, yo, I need models, blah, blah, blah. And then this girl that I connected with on my sneaker page, she brought me through and was like, do a few pictures. Like, whatever. Did a quick little photo shoot. That was cool.
Okay.
Afterwards, he told me about cameras. And then from there, he was like, we're sitting in front of a camera. And he's like, he needs somebody to just sit there, just to talk, whatever. About random shit. Literally just like background shit. And I was sitting there, and he's like, yeah, bro, this looks like it's like just natural to you. I'm like, yeah, bro, this feels fine. Like, that's what I like to do. I just like to talk sometimes. And then, we did a few shots. I was like, yo, this shit is fire. And I was like, after that, it sat in my mind for a little bit. I was like, yo, maybe I should get into it. And then, ended up going here now. So it's like, it was a long ass path, but I guess I needed it just to understand where the hell I was going.
Right. And that's how it really be, bro. That had me thinking, though, because I was going to ask you a question about that, too. Well, not even really maybe ask you a question, but just bring awareness to the fact that, like, yo, like, a lot of people can't get in front of the camera and talk for
Hell no.
A lot of people's not comfortable, like, getting on a story or just, like, putting your face out there and talking. Like, a lot of people are not comfortable doing that, especially when they're talking about what they're trying to do, their business, their goals, their vision. A lot of people can't do that, like, and I've seen you do that now first with the Valor Millionaire, and now with the pod. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, bro. Like, it really pays to be able to do that.
But I could definitely say it. It's funny because in high school I had ill stage fright. Like, I had really bad stage fright to the point, like, even if I saw a stage, I'd be like, yo, get on. I'm like, nah, I'm not getting on that. Like,
really?
I don't care what my part is in the role or whatever. Take me out of it. I don't want to beat it. And it was just getting to a point. It was like, it kind of stopped me from like just like doing things in general. Like, I remember we had to do like SATs and all that.
Yeah. And
I missed the first one just because like I didn't want to go by myself. Just because that was how self-conscious I was. And I was like, yo, I need to get out of that. Like, that's fucking up my life.
Right.
And so, I realized that, and I was like, I got to step up on a high horse and just, whatever, like, put my hoodie on or whatever the hell I could do. Just ignore it, like block it out. And so, after I learned how to block shit out, it was just like, all right, I'm in front of a camera. Like, I'm like, end of the day, people are going to hate, people are going to like. So it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
really don't.
Yeah, it's just like, now I only give a fuck what I give a fuck about. So it's like, you can hate me, you can dislike me, whatever. End of the day, there's always gonna be people like, oh, I like this or that. Like, literally, you haven't seen it yet because I haven't posted it yet, but the Thanksgiving video, damn, by now it's definitely posted. Literally, we went like 4 or 5 hours straight of just walking, like literally, bro, walking, and trying to get people on this damn camera.
It's a vlog.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a vlog episode. It was just like asking, like, what you're thankful for and what do you see, like, advice for yourself in the future. And people were really not with it. They were really like, no, I don't like cameras. Or no, it's like, yo, bro, it took us, like, we started at 12. We got back around, like, 5. And, like, out of that, we only got, like, I think 20 people, close to, like, 30 people, I think, like, 28, 27. But it was, like, it made me realize, like, it does take a lot to get in front of a camera because once you see that shine, it's like, whoa, like you freeze up.
Thanks.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess because of like because of the IG and shit, the sneaker raffles, I guess I got used to being in front of a camera, and then after a while, I was just like, I started working out, I started getting more comfortable with my body and shit. It's like, yeah, I feel more comfortable now, and I don't know. I guess I'm just very comfortable in front of a camera now. In general, like that's just how it is now.
I can see it, bro. It's fire.
Yeah, bro. It's been a lot in the making, but I'm glad where I'm at right now, obviously. And then, shit, I know you're happy as shit right now. You are honestly like,
Yeah,
Mr. Businessman. Nah, I already know, bro. Like for your future endeavors, everything's gonna be fire, bro. I already know that.
Likewise, bro.
All I'll say is that when you do buy a basketball team, bro, please give me some season tickets. You feel me? And then I'll come with you, man.
Season tickets for everybody.
Everybody's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but I respect
everybody
it. I respect it.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody that was there.
Yeah.
I respect everybody was there. Bro. Yo, Tim, thank you for coming today, bro. Like, it's been a little minute since we even, like, talked and everything. I know we, like, had conversations here and there about business plans. But definitely in the future, we're definitely going to partner up on some shit, bro. I'm definitely going to have you back on the show, too.
Of course, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro.
I appreciate it. Like I said from before when we first started, like, I appreciate you for having me on here initially. Like, you didn't have to text me. You didn't have to, none of that. So, like, I appreciate that wholeheartedly. And I hope that I was able to give some value to, to your people so that this wasn't a waste of time.
Of course, man. Listen, any time is valuable time when it comes to the podcast, bro. Literally, like I said, thank you for even coming, bro. It's honestly like, I'm not gonna lie, it's honestly an honor to have you on the show, bro. Cause like, you know, you've been like up there from like since day one, so it's like it's nice to have you here, bro.
Appreciate that, bro.
Anything else? Let me just think. I already said thank you to the sponsors. We already did the intro video. We did the business things. We did the business talking and all that. Did the relationship status. Tim, is there any last words you have to give to the crowd, to the people that are listening to this or watching this?
Not really. I feel like I've said everything that I have on my mind today. Just want to say, if you're looking for me, you're trying to find me on Instagram, Tim, the Ambitionaire. Like, you know, like instead of millionaire is Ambitionaire. Mm-hmm. So, you know,
like, I'll definitely put his IG, like a picture of it on the screen, and I'll definitely put his link to it in the description.
Appreciate that, bro. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I hope that it really serves y'all.
All right. Well, on that note, there we go. This has been another successful episode of Socially Underrated. Guys, we are 43 episodes in now. 0 walkouts. I'm fucking happy of that, bro. Oh my God. It's been some hard times, but it's been valid. It's been very valid. Tim, bro, once again, thank you for coming, bro. I appreciate you.
Always.
Of course, bro. All right. Bye, guys.